Timed exclusive content seems to be something that has become increasingly prevalent within the gaming industry over the past few years. Basically, what timed exclusive content refers to is the action of making a new game or an upcoming DLC exclusive to one platform for a limited time, and is largely associated with consoles. Probably the most popular example of this is Activision's deal, first with Microsoft and then with Sony, to release Call of Duty DLC packs first on their respective consoles. Currently, if you're a huge Call of Duty fan, you would know that all new DLC is released on PlayStation first, and then 30 days later on PC and Xbox, due to the agreement Sony has with Activision. The theory behind such agreements is to provide gamers with incentives to invest in a particular platform, whether through actually buying a new console or device, or just choosing to play a game on a particular platform if you own multiple. The degree to which timed exclusive content actually affects hardware sales or software sales on a particular platform is something that I have thought about in the past quite a bit. The news that the recently announced Destiny 2, another one of Activision's big FPS titles, would again have timed exclusive content for the PlayStation 4 had me pondering on this idea again. So do timed exclusivity deals increase the sales of a particular brand, either in terms of hardware or software? There is an argument that has been put forward that timed exclusivity deals have replaced the idea of exclusives in terms of consoles. While I don't really agree with this idea due to the fact that if you look at the past few months, Sony still seems to be trying to pump out systems selling exclusives with a vengeance, I do understand the idea behind the notion. There are a lot of gamers out there who are heavily invested in particular franchises and genres of games. It's hard not to think that these gamers will be affected by time exclusivity deals and choose to invest in a particular platform because of it, particularly when such deals concern extremely popular titles, such as something like Call of Duty. If you take into consideration the fact that titles such as Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4 were the highest selling titles on both the PS4 and Xbox One when they were first launched, it is hard to argue with this idea. There are a lot of casual gamers who only desire to play COD and sports games like FIFA and Madden, and then every now and again maybe buy the latest Grand Theft Auto, and for these gamers such exclusivity deals could perhaps affect which platform they choose to buy. Remember then also that once a person has bought a new platform, they'll probably start encouraging their friends to buy it too. And why wouldn't their friends buy it when they know that if they do choose to purchase the game platform that they will already have some people to play new games with? With this in mind, there does seem to be some benefits for console producers such as Sony and Microsoft with regards to timed exclusivity deals, but I don't think this is really true with every title that seems to contain such agreements. However, an important factor to note is that when the first Destiny title was released in 2014, more copies of the game were sold on the Xbox One, despite the fact that there was a timed exclusivity deal for DLC on the PlayStation 4, and more PS4s than Xbox Ones had been sold overall. In such an instance, is it possible to say that a title had a significant impact in selling hardware? Despite the previous fact, the sales of the PS4 still rose in the week that Destiny was released, despite the title selling better on the Xbox One, maybe even due to the idea that Destiny was so heavily associated with the PlayStation brand in the beginning. There is evidence, however, that timed exclusivity in terms of full games may actually be bad for the sales of the title. The activity surrounding Rise of the Tomb Raider could perhaps be taken as an example. The title had a timed exclusivity deal that meant it would only be available on the Xbox One and a short time later PC for a year before it was released on the PS4, and only sold about 1.5 million copies on the Xbox One and PC, most of which were made on PC, whereas the 2013 Tomb Raider reboot sold 7 million copies across the 5 platforms. I think it's somewhat fair to say that Rise of the Tomb Raider perhaps didn't sell as well as Square Enix may have wanted it to, and that the decision to abstain from releasing the game on the most most popular console at the moment may have indeed hurt these sales figures. A lot of gamers were also annoyed by Microsoft's decision to engage in a timed exclusivity deal regarding a high-profile multi-platform title, and stated that they would not buy the game even when it came out on PS4 on principle. This perhaps may dissuade some developers in future from making a multi-platform title a timed exclusive. Personally, I don't think that I have ever really been affected by timed exclusivity deals. I don't think I've bought a new console or game on a particular platform because of timed exclusive content, but it doesn't mean that I haven't taken notice of such activities or that I'm a fan of it. Particularly with Rise of the Tomb Raider, I was disappointed with the fact that I was not going to get to play the game, as when it was first announced I only had a PS4 and I had really enjoyed the first one, but the title wasn't really a system seller for me. I think that's also the ultimate factor in deciding whether timed exclusivity actually matters with regards to a specific title and whether it will increase hardware sales, the overall audience perception of a game. Destiny, although it initially sold less copies on the PS4 and was a new IP, it was a game many people were excited for due to the promises that were made in the game's capabilities and the fact that it's from a genre that appeals greatly to the larger gaming public. There is no disputing that FPS games are currently the most popular on the market. Destiny sold PS4s, and perhaps Sony is hoping now that the sequel will do that again, especially with its timed exclusive content deal. Destiny was also released with time exclusive DLC. It wasn't a full game that was timed exclusive. While Tomb Raider is one of the most iconic video game franchises of all time, you can't really say that it has the same sphere of influence as titles such as Call of Duty or Battlefield, and thus many gamers may simply decide not to buy the title if it is made a timed exclusive. Not even always out of protest, but sometimes out of the fact that they forgot it even exists due to the fact that it wasn't released on their system of choice. Whether you like the notion of timed exclusive content or not, it does seem like it's here to stay because it does affect both hardware and software sales. What do you think about timed exclusive content? Have you ever bought a particular console or game on a particular console because of timed exclusive content? Please share in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please remember to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.